Fuck off. Hello, guys, and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another live. Yeah. Nottingham Forest 3, West Ham United 0. How the fuck is there already 6 people here? For fuck's sake. Make sure to like the video at least if you're gonna, enjoy my pain. But yeah, trying to hit 1K subscribers as soon as possible. Of course, the people that support Chelsea are here straight away. Melanonato, of course you're here. You know you guys play tomorrow, right? Like just beat United. Like, please. You don't even need to focus on me. You guys are way too high up in the table. Just focus on your own team, please. Anyway, big up to friends as well. And yeah, shock. Yeah, big up Jonathan as well. Alright. But listen, people. You guys know that I didn't predict a win today. You guys know I didn't predict a win. But listen, if he's not sacked by tomorrow, then we're not serious. Bruv, I swear to God, I'm going to have to ban this phrase from life. I'm sick of seeing this phrase. It's not even from us anymore. It's from people that don't support my club. I blame Arsenal fans. I fully blame Arsenal fans for this phrase. But, yeah, we're not serious. We're not a serious club. I said, ironically, he should go after Chelsea. He's still here. He's still here, people. He's still here. And we are in November the 2nd. We've won 3 games. How is that ever acceptable? Even on a shit West Ham. Even with a shit West Ham that is battling relegation. Let's say like the days of, before Bilic and stuff. When has that ever been acceptable? He lasted 6 months because he left because he didn't get backed. Fortist, our third. Yes, Forest our third. Above Arsenal, funny enough. But yeah. This is what we are, guys. This is what we are. And do you know what's the funny part? Every time we win a game, it's always this is the turning point. So like Ipswich and Man United was the turning point. After Man United, I was hearing inverted centre back nonsense and stuff like that, which I'll get onto that tweet later. Because speaking of Alvarez, someone needs. I hope, by the way, as soon as everyone got back into the dressing room, someone just fucking swung a punch at Alvarez. Like he needs to get rushed. Yeah, 6 months. Forest have the best defense in the league, though. We have one of the worst attacks. Should have kept Moyes, top Gaffato, you're fucking troll. But this is what it is, guys. This is what it is. This is what it is, people. Like I am past the stage of ranting a long time ago. The reason why is because I know what to expect from this club. And this isn't a team that should be in the bottom half of the table. I think everyone knows that for sure. And yes, it's 10 games in. I don't know how many times I have to tell people you should only do the whole trust the process thing if you can see something. And big up to FIFAzilla. He does have to go. He does have to go. He should have gone 4 weeks ago. I do better as West Ham manager and I'm in Nitty. That's why you need Mark Noble to scrap people in the changing rooms, bruv. Even I don't know, even fucking Scott Parker would have years ago. Even Kouyaté would have slapped someone back in the day. Like, I don't know. Who else? Like, even Winston Reid and James Collins, like, they would have slapped someone, I'm sure. They would have got someone in check. Aaron Cresswell's been at this club for a long time. Antonio's been at this club for a long time. I hope one of them just fucking slapped Edson Alvarez. But anyway, it should be realistically trust the progress. Because that's what it should be. Poch is in the US. Stop this. Even Pyatt, man's a Pyatt. Pyatt don't buy a shit, bruv. It should be realistically trust the progress, bro. Because like, you should trust what you're seeing, not trust the sake of hope. Trust the process is hoping and coping. That is all trust the process is. It's hoping and coping and just wishing for something to fall better, even though it doesn't. Big up to Mustafa as well. J-Lo is that bad. Rude didn't have to manage against Chelsea and on goal difference below United. I know. Do you rate Terzic, Mike? Not really. I don't know what I don't know what a Terzic team looks like. You know what I mean? Like, even though what's it called? Even though Terzic got them to the Champions League final, if Terzic was to come into West Ham with these group of players, I don't know what a Terzic team looks like. I do think he will be the manager though if we do sack Lopetegui, unfortunately, because he's a free agent. I took Swindon to the UCL and FM. I bet Lopetegui couldn't do that. Yeah, exactly. I won the FA Cup in my first season as Sunderland manager, so he couldn't do that on Football Manager. Everyone told you about Julian Lopetegui in the summer, but nobody wanted to listen. Exactly. Do you know what it is? People did tell me. This is the thing. I just wanted to just get behind whoever was going to come in, pause. And it hasn't worked. It hasn't worked. Like, and to be honest with you, I raised concerns on the first game of the Premier League against Aston Villa. I did think that the Man City game was a positive, but as soon as it got to Fulham, people will know even in the lead up to that Chelsea game, I was already criticizing the manager heavily on Lewis's channel, on Joey's channel, on RSM's channel, on Hanno's channel. I was criticizing the manager a lot, like on the lead up to the games. You saw me on many channels during like the whole run to the Chelsea game. I was criticizing him, and then I said, if we lose to Chelsea, I'm out, and nothing's changed because the way he approaches the games is different to one another. We're going to break down how shit his tactics were today, because people on Twitter think their tactic. I've never had 16 people live before without a raid. So big up to 16 people that are here. If you haven't liked the video, please like the video. Please subscribe if you're new. Jesus Christ. But seriously, guys, like, we're going to break down his tactics because everyone was using his tactics as a turning point for last week. So what people were doing was, like even though Lopetegui approached the game poorly with his original starting 11, and it went to shit, he then made subs and then it changed the game. But it's also because Man United missed their chances in the first half. We could have been 3-0 down, and it could have been over from then. And they were trying to use his tactic as the turning point to think that he's doing something right. Terzic is possession-based / counter-attack. I need to see more. Graham Potter has been spotted in East London doing heroin. Do you know what? Graham Potter's another one, like, it's probably going to be Graham Potter or Terzic. Lopetegui sniffed too much dagging him. Yeah, bro, you've been chilling with my manager. That's the problem. Like, you've been chilling with my manager. You've given him too many Maggies. Lopetegui says the same thing every interview. He has the personality of a box. I was saying this to my mum today. I think this might be the most boring manager we've ever had. He might be more boring than Pellegrini. Like, Moyes was boring, but he was purposely boring for PR reasons to shift it away from the English media. Bilic wasn't boring. He was just quite reserved. Then he was shouty. Allardyce was definitely not boring. Avram Grant was up there. He was quite boring. Mike's mate, that was just so horrible to watch. Loppy needs to go now tomorrow, to have any chance of saving the season. Sullivan fucked up big time. Sullivan always fucks up. You shouldn't be ashamed of losing to the mighty Chelsea. He's the worst manager currently because O'Neill is better, even though he's 20th. I think he's still better than Russell Martin, even though Russell Martin did win today. But big up to Arthur Mustafa, of course. He got lucky with that 100% with that pen, 100% papered over in cracks. In fact, facts. He got lucky just in the game in general, Mustafa. Like, they should have been 3-0 up. Like, Bruno Fernandes missed a sitter, Dallo missed a sitter. Fabianski saved the job. In fact, Fabianski saved it from being more than 3-0 today. He saved it from being 3-0. It was like, it could have been 4-0, 5-0 today. And to be honest, Fabianski wasn't good today, but he did save it. Bro, Melon, what are you doing? Of course you did. Of course you had too much beer. And Coke. Yeah, that's facts. I've had about 4 people say this to me, Blank. Big up to yourself, Blank, as always. But yeah, no. A lot of people have said this for bans, of course. Moyes won your European trophy only Arsenal can dream of. Oh God, we're not actually entertaining Moyes on this bit. I hear you. Now Moyes was a prick. He told a woman reporter she could get slapped and she kept chatting. Now, do you know what it is? What I mean by that is, like, Moyes was purposely, like, Moyes had character, but he never really showed it in press conferences because he wanted to, like, show it away from the headlines in the media and stuff. But he had that odd one after, like, the game after the Frankfurt game and stuff as well. You took Eric Ten Hag's job, so give him a new one. Oh my god. I think that would relegate us. Like we're not even in a relegation battle. Like because we're shit, but the league is so bad that we're not in there. Um, and we won't be in there just because it's going to be one of them things where we always get that one win to keep us afloat from all the shit teams. But and we're shit as well. I'm just talking about the even shit a lot. But the thing is, Ten Hag would finish us off. It would finish my sanity off. I think. Um, I'll say with pride, I signed a petition against Lopetegui when he was linked. I didn't, but that's because I don't believe petitions work anyway. Like, I've not really seen a petition work in time. But I kind of wish I did, but I don't think it would have made it. It wouldn't have made a difference. Um, but I actually completely understand why people did. Uh, I stopped watching after the subs. Oh boy! In case anyone, by the way, um, in case anyone didn't realize, Crescencio Somerville came off at half time again at half time. After giving him the start, he took him off at half time again. The same way he hooked him against Chelsea when he was our best player, he hooked him off again. That should be a sackable offence in itself. The guy's surely lost the dressing room after that. The players don't even look like they even want to fucking play for him. I wish Mourinho is not the answer. Mourinho is not the answer. You are responsible. Why Ericsson Hull can't afford a 5-star hotel in Monaco, so you better sort it out. Uh, a lot of people hate us because we took Ten Hag's job away, and obviously people like Mustafa are happy. Big up Mustafa as well, but big up to Charlie. England pumps Samoa. It's the only W for today, I guess. AC Milan fans protested against him for a reason, I guess. Italian teams, Spanish teams are actually serious. They take football more serious than anyone. They go out and protest when something's not right, and the board give into pressure because they know they're serious. I think it was the Valencia team was it Valencia when they were in a relegation battle? They did a whole protest outside the stadium last year. Um, he was playing left wing back at times. Yeah, he was. He has an agenda on Somerville. I think so. Somerville is good. Somerville is good. And listen, let's just get into the fucking tactics. I'm not doing player ratings today. I don't give a shit. So this was the original formation. This was the original team when the lineup came out. Yeah, I'm gonna picture to you guys what happened. So the ball could be here. Somerville, Paquetá tuck in. Wan-Bissaka and Emerson, obviously wing back positions, cool. The ball's here. It gets over here, and then the ball gets cleared away, and then we don't get shot off. Nobody really knows what they want to do here. Nobody really knows what they want to do here. So what's the point? Off the ball. So then, when the ball gets turned over, the whole team is dragged out. Elanga's running down here. Alvarez is around here, just tackling for no reason, and he gets sent off. He didn't need to make that fucking challenge in the first place. The problem is as well, for the Chris Wood goal, these four are at fault. Because Mavropanos gets done here, and then these three just missed a header. Why is Paquetá playing so high? Fuck knows. This manager only likes him high up the pitch and not deeper on the pitch, which is where I've been asking for him to play. We need a manager with a vision, up and coming, plays good football. My suggestion is Corberan from West Brom. Good manager. I don't know if he can make the step up. I'm not too sure, but I've watched West Brom before, and they're very good balanced. They're very balanced. At this point, I'm not even mad at the manager or the players. It's on the board. You made a mistake. Put it right. Do you know what? You're completely right. You're completely right because they can change this. Then Edson being a dumbass with 4 other people tracking back. You're not gonna like this Fuego, but I'm kind of done with Alvarez, to be honest. Like, this is 2 red cards in this amount of time. Like, I can't even blame that specifically on the manager. Like, as much as I liked the idea of Alvarez, even his passing has been shit as well. But I also blame the bigger picture of having 4 players that were good last season really regress, and I blame that on the manager. Are you a fan of Carrick, Mike? I watch the Championship. He's a good coach. I watch the Championship as well. He gets the best out of what he can. My own problem is, I've said this before with Michael Carrick. He's a former West Ham player, so the whole thing, if he does bad, the whole excuse is going to be, but he gets the club. I don't want the whole political thing of a former player managing the club. Fucking hell, Charlie. Jesus Christ. Paquetá has been poor since betting conundrum. Paquetá's just been poor since 2024. Like, it's not even for the betting thing. because he was good in the start of the last season. In 2023 at the start of last season, he was good. In 2024, he's been shocking. Thoughts on Joe Bellingham links? He's not ready for the Premier League, and I don't think we'd get him anywhere. I don't think he solves anything. What was Fabianski doing for the second goal? I don't know what Fabianski was doing in general. To be fair, for the second goal, I don't think he could see. But my problem is Fabianski was passing it to the Nottingham Forest players with his feet today. You don't hear anything about that with Fabianski because it only happens with Areola. Meanwhile, Fabianski's distribution is just as shit. But the tactics today. Why is the manager playing 5 at the back with 2 DMs? This is what I put in my match reaction in the pre-recorded. The Spanish Southgate, because this is fucking ridiculous. Why is this guy even playing? Why is this guy even playing for my club right now? Why is Mavropanos playing for my club? Why? Somerville got taken off at halftime. Somerville, of all players. He then was playing to Debo in midfield in the second half, who, by the way, didn't do bad. But what's the point? He took Rodriguez off for Soler instead of playing Rodriguez with Soler and put a centre-back in midfield when we were down to 10 men. This manager's retarded. Fabianski has been wank. He has been wank. But I said this. I've been saying this though. Like, people could go at Areola, rightly so. He deserved. I get why people deserve to be dropped. People think he deserved to be dropped. But Fabianski coming in now in 2024 makes a very good saves at times, but also just drops it or gives the fucking ball away to their players like Areola did against Tottenham. It's not rocket, like they're both doing the same thing. He has no style of play, Spanish Southgate. I don't even know what the style of play is, Mustafa. I don't even know what we're trying to do off the ball. I don't know what we're trying to do on the ball. I've been complaining about the same things pretty much week in, week out. The second goal was touched by one of the players on top of his head. Yeah, it was. I didn't even really blame him for the second goal. It's more for the fact of his distribution's shocking, but we dropped Areola for that. So really, you're kind of getting both of them with that. So is what it is. Greek Maguire is awful. He's fucking shit. We definitely need a younger keeper next season. Oh, for sure. We definitely need a younger keeper. Definitely. Regardless, we need a new keeper anyway. We need a new keeper. I thought Areola could stick it out for this season, but that hasn't worked. And neither has Fabianski when he's come in. Chris Wood always scores against us. Always. This guy hates us. He even cleared the ball off the line. Against us. This guy hates us. He always scores against us. It's pissing me off. And the thing is, every West Ham fan knows in the comments, you knew Chris Wood was going to score. Yeah, fuck it. Put in Guilherme. He doesn't even want to play Somerville. He's never going to play Guilherme. It looks like you need a goalkeeper. I fucking hate Robert Sanchez with a passion. I don't want him. Slabhead is better than Mavropanos. Is trash versus garbage. Are you really Kudus FC or is it Lopetegui? What do you mean, bro? Because, Kudus has been mistreated by this manager, in my opinion. So is Somerville. So I kind of really don't. I don't fucking know at this point. Big up to Alfie. Looking forward to seeing us both crash out again on Monday. Yeah, bro, make sure to check out Alfie's channel for his match reaction to the Newcastle Arsenal game because, yeah, we're both going to crash out on Monday at 6 p.m, people. 6 p.m. on Monday, we're going to both talk about, the whole of the Premier League and stuff, where both of our teams lost once again, and neither of our teams scored. But let's get into the stupid people. When I mean stupid people, I mean one tweet, and I referenced this when I was on Lewis's channel the other day. What the fuck was this? Yeah, hold on. Let me pause this. Let me pause this video. All right. I'm about to expose the stupid people that what's it called? Big up to West Ham United Lewis as well. Would Allegri take the West Ham job? If he's desperate, maybe. But again, that solves nothing his style of play solves nothing to do with this squad. I don't think he suits this squad. Your manager is playing like Pep when he goes senile and throws in a Champions League final. Get Mike to 600 subs, 14 away. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, people. I can't wait for City to win the league again. Yeah, Charlie is a West Ham fan, believe it or not. He's just given up on West Ham, just a bit like me. This would be a good appointment. This would be a good appointment, in my opinion. And he's a free agent as well. But yeah, as Alfie said, see you all there, people. Like, Sarri would do a good job. I think he'd do a good job with this team, not gonna lie. I think he's balanced enough. I'd back it. If we didn't fluke United with the 3-game rule of getting him sacked today, yeah. But then again, he'll probably lose to Everton. And that may sack him. I think they're gonna wait until the international break to do a thing. Like he had, for me, if I'm the board, I'm sacking him. I would have sacked him weeks ago. But what the board should do, either sack him tonight, or you wait until the Everton game. He has to win the Everton game, and I mean win, not fucking draw at home. And if he doesn't, sack him. I don't get his tactics. He dropped. The only reason why we played 5 in the back today was because Thomas Souček was ill. If Souček was here, we'd be playing a midfield with Alvarez, Rodriguez, and Souček, which is a David Moyes midfield. Because the only difference between that, Moyes played Alvarez, Ward-Prowse, and Souček. So there's no difference between the two managers. Sarri plays good football, to be fair. Oh, so what's your thoughts on? Yep. So all the Chelsea fans, if Sarri got the West Ham job, how do you think he would do? Big up to Lewis, big up to Staffer. I don't know who we get though. I don't know either. It just kind of depends on the power shift between if it's Sullivan doing it or Steidon doing it. We're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see, what happens with that. But I don't think Terzic solves anything. If I'm being 100% real with you. Also, thank you, Aina Wood got me 23 points in FPL. I had a stinker in FPL today. Bowen is ruined. So under Moyes, Bowen was unreal on the counter, taking people on. Yeah, he was to an extent. He was, but Bowen was just a good player because he's a good player. Like Lopetegui doesn't know how to use Bowen. He uses Wan-Bissaka inverted and Bowen on the touchline, which I've complained about so many times. Why is Bowen on the touchline? Bowen's even on the touchline or up front. Why is he not in the inside forward role? Like, why is he not in the pockets where he can just shoot on goal like he did against Ipswich and Palace? You need to act fast before you start battling for 16th. The thing is, I'm not worried about anything happening. Like in terms of league position, it's just we're severely underachieving anyway. I like Sarri got treated poorly by our fan base would be a good point with your squad. Hopefully, if we get Sarri, our players don't refuse to get subbed off. I'll tell you what, Europa. He did win the Europa League against Arsenal. Also, we got treated by your fan base. So he's fucked if he comes to us. No, but to be fair, Chelsea fans have a bit of a higher standard and a bit of a. They're actually more brutal than us when it comes to like in terms of online fan base. The online fan base and our thing would treat him badly, but I don't think our real life fan base would do the same. This is the first time I've ever had 20 viewers live without a raid. So big up to everyone here. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you are new because that's record viewing without any raid. So thank you so much for that. But I'm about to expose something. Give me a sec. Because this is what these stupid people do on Twitter. And I don't care if they're watching this. This is to do with the Man United game, by the way. This is a tweet after the Man United game. Second half was excellent yesterday, and I feel like we might have stumbled upon a new identity. Fuck off. Lop insists on both fullbacks pushing on simultaneously, so have to play 3 centre-backs to cover. Alvarez as inverted centre-back. That's not a thing. It's not a thing, man. You heard inverted once. I think a player moving from one position to another means inverted. You're inverted, bruv. Wan-Bissaka moving in the inside is inverted. He's moving from the side to the centre. Same with Emerson if he was to go into the fucking centre. Bowen and Somerville, if they're in the inside, they're inverted wingers. Alvarez is already in the fucking middle, you idiots. Fuck me. And people were praising this fucking tweet because they don't have never heard of fucking tactics before that. I can't believe. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, you can fuck off. Yeah, these divs just make things up to sound smart. Bro, I don't get it. This is the first time they've ever heard um what's it called? The first time they've ever heard the word inverted in their life. And they use it for that. They use it for that. What the fuck are you talking about? All you have to say is that the fucking midfielders drop in between the centre backs to make three in the back. Which, by the way, he did before against Chelsea. It didn't work because he went man to man. Bro, you'll do good under Amarim if you get rid of some of the players that that have let you down for years. Yeah, Maresca's possession base as well. If your fan base actually wants to play good football, then you'll be fine. It's just that at the bridge, people just want to see hoof, long ball, basketball matches. Yeah, fair enough. Worse than Class Rev, Class Rev False 8's take. I think I've seen a clip of that. They got prolapsed assholes. Oh my days! Like I don't understand these people that think they can talk tactics, brother. You're just a normal football fan with a Twitter AV, Avi, whatever the fuck it's called, yeah, bruv. I'm surprised someone used it. Someone used the "fuck off you Spanish cunt" meme before I did with Lopetegui. I should have used that, bro. I can't lie, yeah. I don't understand um, anyone that's trying to defend this manager. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. By the way, for the first time ever, this is also being streamed live on Twitch as well. I don't actually know how to link a Twitch channel into it because I tried getting a link from the Twitch to try and promote it. It hasn't worked, but all watch logs will also be on the GVO Mike's Twitch as well. This guy's onto something, signed him as manager. Inverted centre back is some FIFA career mode shit. Like, bro, ain't even like inverted centre back don't even make sense because inverting is going into the middle in football, like going into the middle from the side. But the centre midfield isn't on the side. Even a right centre midfielder is still in the middle because it's right centre, like it's right of the centre. You know, like I don't get what these people are talking about. Uh, Inverted and field tilt is the new buzzword. Yeah. Oh yeah, bro. Like inverted's been buzzword for a time, and I'm not even getting into this field tilt nonsense. Not gonna lie. I get people like the analytics and the all the details. Let's say like, and I like talking about tactics. Don't get me wrong, but I just talk tactics how I would talk, like how I talk as a person, like very uh unarticulate way of talking about football. That's the way I do it. I don't pretend like I've got like I can speak like bare good English and shit like that. Like I speak like an idiot, and I'm gonna carry on doing it. Some people on West Ham Fan TV still back Loppy. Lawless is finally Lopetegui out. I haven't seen anyone's reactions. Will that bum Lewin score a header against us? He's another one that always scores against us. Like he's gonna get his goal. I'm pretty sure Beto missed an open chance. At least Everton don't have Moped score his annual goal against. They still have Calvert Lewin though. I can't wait to pump Millwall next year. It's gonna be seats. Everton lost it. Is that Goodison in your home? Is that our home? We're at home, so we might actually get a result. Funny enough, but we did lose there last season. We did lose. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened there. Hold on. I need to delete all these tabs. Okay, I need to delete all these tabs. All right, I should be back now. Should be back now. But yeah, we lost there at home. We lost there at home last season. Um, we beat them away from home, but they just defended and hit us on the break and gave us the ball, which under Moyes, we didn't know how to use the ball. It was only when they had space, you know how to use the ball. We don't know what we're doing off the ball, on the ball. We actually look worse than we did under Moyes. Uh, um, at this point, Begovic will run on the pitch and score. Bro, they could have better, like Beto's trash, and he could genuinely probably score against us. I think he did score against us once. Olympic Stadium and the Everton New Stadium is in the Championship is going to hit like crack. If we're being in the Championship with the London Stadium is one of the biggest L's ever. Like we deserve to get clowned on if we ever touch the Championship with that stadium, which I don't think we will. But you can never be too sure. I'll be real. West Ham fan TV are becoming as big of an issue for us as Arsenal fan TV are for Arsenal. I haven't seen anyone's reactions, so I don't know. I don't know what you mean really by that. But to be fair, I don't think with fan channels become an issue for clubs. Like unless you mean it's like a misrepresentation for whatever reason. Like for me, I think a lot of the Arsenal fans that were trying about AFTV get out of our club were kind of just deflecting off the fact that it's actually the home fans that were the problem. I can see Everton winning Dyche ball. That could be it. Like Dyche on his day could be effective, but Dyche ain't even that good anymore. But he can still get a result. I reckon it'll be a draw, probably if I'm being 100% real. If I'm not being like negative or biased, then it'll probably be a draw. West Ham Wolves Palace on the Championship tour. From the pre-season tour to the Championship tour, we were all arguing with each other, and then look what happened. We're all shit. Oh yeah, I don't mean like never be too good to go down. I just think the league is too shit. Like we're shit, but the league is dog shit. I think Ipswich, they have Phillips got a red card, typical. I said Ipswich would stay up at the start of the season. I think they've waited too long to win a game. They still haven't won a game yet. They bottled it again. To Leicester. And obviously Calvin Phillips got sent off. Of course he did. Ironically, he got sent off in this fixture last year. He got sent off in this fixture for West Ham. That's the funny part. But Alvarez did the exact same thing. Why is it always in this fixture when we fuck it up? Like 2 years ago, we missed a penalty. We missed a penalty against it. Declan Rice. It's always the CDMs. It's always the sixes. Declan Rice missed a penalty 2 years ago. Last year, Calvin Phillips got sent off. This year, Enson Alvarez gets sent off. It's always the DMs. Potter in. I don't know with Potter. Part of me thinks he could do a good job. Part of me don't. I don't know. Mikes, do you watch MMA? That's the only good thing on my Saturdays ever since the start of the season. I don't watch MMA. I don't actually really have time. Look, the joy is the problem is I do have time. But every time I stay up to watch like an MMA match, I end up falling asleep before the match has even started. To be fair, I don't see where 40 points come from under J-Lo. I don't know either. I just think the league is that bad. The league is that bad that we're just there in it. CDM curse, exactly. Dream target is Iraola, but can you pull him? I reckon we could, but it's just we won't try. Big up, Mike. You need to sack that for big up, Guru. As always, make sure you subscribe to the Matchday Guru, by the way. But yeah, we've needed to sack this fraud for weeks, bro. Like this guy's needed to leave. He should have left a long time ago. But that's the thing. That's the thing. For as long as this manager's been here, the more emergency meetings have come up. And to be honest, this ain't even really an emergency meeting. It's just the fact that I did a pre-recorded match reaction, and we're that shit. So we kind of need to do a meeting. But I'm gonna do more emergency meetings, and hopefully when he gets sacked we can have another emergency meeting and do the Lopetegui Independence Day. Not that I'm going to be completely happy, because I don't know who we're going to hire next, because we seem to hire people quick. We always hire people quick, but it's never the right decision. I see Ipswich win against Tottenham next weekend. Now Phillips won't be involved. Yeah, they have a chance now that Calvin Phillips bruv, how many times is someone going to say if I trust the fucking process? Fucking had enough. Had enough. I think you get 41 points. Prem, anyone can win the league is bad. City, but lost to the Cherries. Yep. Wolves, Southampton, Leicester, Ipswich are too crap for you to go down. I agree. Even Palace are worse than us, which is funny. We will lose to Everton and beat Arsenal. We need to go through Newcastle. Oh my god, Newcastle away is fucked, bruv. I think you should. I've already read that, and that would be enough for me. It won't be for me, but I hear you. Arteta's an overrated manager, in my opinion. I agree. Fucking 24 viewers. What the fuck? Oh my god, please like the video and subscribe if you're new. Are you giving Steindon time after the transfer window? Steindon had a good transfer window, and Steinden's not the problem. Starting isn't the problem. But honestly, um, if he is in charge, let's say he's in charge of the whole managerial thing, he needs to sack him. We need to see who's in power. I want to know who's in power. I want someone to ask ex-West Ham employee on his Patreon when he does Q&As and stuff, who's in power. I wanted someone to ask him desperately, desperately want someone to ask him who's in power of hiring the managers out of Sullivan and Steinen. Because I don't imagine Steinen would have hired him, but it was said that he was hired by him. Uh, who do you think I'd go for? I don't know who we go for. I don't know who we go for. I think it'll be Terzic or Potter because they're both free agents. Gordon diving rap. Yeah, from last year. I might just click the skip button on Newcastle away. To be fair, what's it called? I'm dreading that, but like, I don't care at this point. We've been it through it all already this season. He's been big up to Damien as well. He's been awful every single game, including preseason. I completely agree. Moyes 3.0. This is pretty much Moyes 3.0. Fafana, yeah, I know you love Yusuf Fafana. I do as well. The Newcastle weren't even good today. Arsenal were just shit. All they did have to do was, brother, don't do this. Don't do this because we literally lost to Tottenham 4-1 and he played. Let's all laugh at Arsenal. Kretinsky spent 3 billion on total mail. On total mail, why is he buying the full club? I never thought this Kretinsky thing would change anything at the time. I think I was a little bit excited and then realized it wasn't going to change anything because he was just an investor. Steiner needs to go to Sullivan's office and refuse to leave until he agrees to sack Lopetegui. I agree. 29-year-old James will pass for 30 million over Fafana. Yeah, terrible business. Terrible business. Terzic was part of Bilic staff. I remember. Yep, I remember. Again, it's going to be one of them things where because he knows the club and stuff like that. I haven't got enough of a sample size. I only watched him in the Champions League and against Bayern Munich. I just have a feeling he wouldn't solve everything. Arsenal made Newcastle prime Barca. Newcastle was still a tough ground to go to. Isak, etc. Newcastle was always tough to go to, no matter what. The worst thing about us is if we get relegated, is we won't even win the championship. We've like the three seasons we've been in the championship, we lost in the playoff final and won 2 playoff finals. We always get into the playoff final, and I don't even want to really be talking about the championship. Do you miss Benrahma or Lanzini more? I miss Lanzini more. Prime Lanzini because Benrahma was never as good as him. But Benrahma scored the goal in the Conference League final, so you kind of had to balance that out in a way. I take Terzic right now. Anyone can coach 4-2-3-1. I actually think we need to find something different than 4-2-3-1. I'll be real. I think it's gone stale a lot because of that formation. But then again, it just depends on coaching, doesn't it? If someone can coach it right, then someone can coach it right. But part of me wants to see something different. But I can't really pick. Can I? Amarim hadn't even managed a game yet. We've already gone up one place thanks to you. Sick. Stick a picture of Lopetegui's face on that punching bag and go to town, Mike. I'm not angry enough to do all of that. I don't. Do you know what it is? I just want a coach that can coach. I don't care. I don't really care what the formation is. But part of me thinks 4-2-3-1 is a bit stale. But then again, it might just be the managers. I'm telling you, 4-2-3-1 gets us results. Depends on the coach. It depends on the coach. I don't think any manager that plays 4-2-3-1 can get the best out of this team. Put it this way, I don't think any manager. And no money in January only loans ourselves. The thing is, there shouldn't be an excuse about January money, though. We've done enough in the summer to get the best out of the squad to get into Europe. We've done enough. Anyone that can coach properly can get this team into a European thing. Does sacking him count towards FFP? I don't think so. Actually, no, wait. I think it might do. I don't know. I put it this way. Fuego. We wouldn't necessarily get in trouble if we sacked him. I don't think. The thing is we're playing a back five as well. I don't necessarily like playing a back five under these type of managers, whether it's Lopetegui and Moyes, because all they do is sit 5 people behind the ball and just long it forward. That's what Moyes used to do when he lost like the Masuaku 4-0s type team where we used to hit people on a counter and stuff. But the problem is, um, like, it doesn't really matter what necessarily the formation is for me. It's just coaching compared to the players that they have. That's what it matters for me. 25 people in here. What the fuck? Big up to everyone here. We need to invert more centre back midfielders by the looks of it. Midfield is dead though. A little bit, a little bit. But I still believe it's better than what we're seeing. Carrick is an option, or Corberan. Both play good football, Mike. I mean, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I just think what we need to do is hire a manager of a level of an Unai Emery, a level of an Unai Emery. I'm not saying we could get Unai Emery, but people need to listen to what I'm saying, to the level of that standard, because that's what big clubs do, or ambitious clubs do. Go from one to the other to make that significant upgrade, to get the best out of what you have, to get into Europe. That's what Villa did. Get someone of that caliber. If you can't, then it's your problem. Everyone here, like and subscribe, smash the likes. Everyone smash the likes, people. Make sure we can get to 15 likes. How about that? Get to 15 likes. If we can get to 15 likes by the time the stream ends, that would be great, people, especially on YouTube. Because at one point we've had 25 people in here, which is my record of having people on here on the stream. So if you haven't subscribed already, we're trying to hit 1K as soon as possible, and we're close to 600. Rodriguez and Souček, arguably worst pivot in the league. I think there's probably worse, but it's definitely the slowest. We have an inverted manager. We do have an inverted manager. He's been here 5 months already. Yep. He needs to go. Joy, to be fair, he didn't really take him on 1v1. Every time Hudson-Odoi took him on 1v1, he kind of shot himself, like most people shit themselves when they come up against Wan-Bissaka, just because he, he shuts down the space quite well, because Hudson-Odoi can't get past him. Like, Hudson-Odoi had to only really get the chances when Wan-Bissaka wasn't there. Again, he wasn't that bad, to be fair, either. Smash the likes. Big up to Arthur and Lewis. Xavi, again, not enough of a sample size. I haven't seen enough of a sample size to see what his football's like, but I don't know, bro. Gerrard had Villa 17th. Emery had them top of the UCL table. Who did you want in the summer? I didn't actually have enough time to process anything for me to even want a manager in the summer, because obviously I would have liked the Amarim appointment at the time, but I don't think it was realistic. I just got too excited. I just think we need a coach. We just need a coach that isn't fucking brain dead. Mike, so I want a tactical attacking genius coach. There's not a lot of them out there. Who then? I have no fucking clue. I have no clue. Because it's not my job either. Yeah, I saw that video, bro. I saw that. First, last year we had Fulham fan Calvin Bassey and Iwobi rapping on us. Then we had Ola Aina saying we sent them back to East London, and Hudson-Odoi saying we sent them packing. Ola Aina was a former target of West Ham a couple of years ago, a man who was desperate to move to West Ham, and now he's dunking on us after scoring an amazing goal. Credit to Forest and credit to Ola Aina. I've always rated Ola Aina for time since he was on loan at Fulham. And I said Hudson-Odoi was a good player, just needed a different club, and it wasn't necessarily Chelsea level, just needed to go to that level below. So big up to them. They've had great seasons. Can't even hate. Even Wolves had Gomez and Andre. Yep. I'd take Xavi, but he wouldn't come to us. Just go get Pep's assistant. Oh, God. We're not following the Arsenal route. I don't know who the fuck I'd want. If we're doing free agents, then sorry. If we're doing pure free agents, if you want to be ambitious, go and get the Stuttgart manager. I've watched a bit. I've watched Stuttgart. I know what a Stuttgart team looks like under, I don't know how to pronounce his fucking name, but Hoynes or whatever the fuck his name is. I know what a Stuttgart team looks like with the 2 or 3 games I've watched. That's my thing. If we're actually trying to be ambitious, then go and get the Stuttgart manager. If we're not trying to be ambitious, go and get Sarri. What's it called? Try not to miss every comment. Nuno, fair play on them. 3rd in the league, doing really well, doing completely well. What's it called? Really overachieving with the squad at this current moment in time. I don't think they will keep it up to get Europe necessarily, but if it doesn't hinder us then fair play to them if they get Europe. Surrey has a communication problem. Pretty sure he had a translator at Chelsea. Fair enough. Stuttgart been unlucky. They play really well. I think I like the way they play. I like the way they play. Oh, he's a good coach who got us to the European final. Just wasn't backed. I'm being real. Like, I'm not taking Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Mustafa. I'm not taking Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And no, I'm not taking Brendan Rodgers. Not in 2024. Thoughts on Liam Rosenior? I thought he was harshly sacked by Hull City. And they haven't really topped it since. They also lost two of their best players in Philogene and Greaves. I thought he'd do well at Strasbourg. I don't know how Strasbourg are doing, but what's it called? I always thought he was a good manager. I thought he was going to build something good with Hull City because they haven't had that in a while. They don't spend often. He was getting the best out of what they had, and I think they did him wrong. So fuck Forest City full of inbreds. Just hope you don't get Lampard would never even come to us. 27 viewers here. What the hell? Make sure to like the video, people. No, he is about. No, I'll be real. He's a terrible coach. He's a terrible coach. The guy changed the formation when he didn't need to. He didn't need to change the formation. He was out of 5 at the back, and then he changed it to a 4-2-3-1, and it's been terrible. Like, I don't know what Gary O'Neil team is because they leak goals too many times, and they don't finish their chances because even when they create, fair enough, that's on the players. But even when at times when they need to create, they're too deep. And Gary O'Neil would honestly, I think I'd say some bad stuff on this channel if Gary O'Neil was my manager. More toes and teeth in this city. What about Roger Schmidt? I didn't watch Benfica enough under Roger Schmidt to know whether he'd do well or not. You'd have to ask Northside. Some West Ham fans on X want Lampard. Lampard would never come to us, and I wouldn't want Lampard. I'd probably kill myself. Sully ain't ambitious when he care about his money, especially if we don't get a manager that we don't pay compensation for. Then we know it's still David Sullivan, and we know that we're not going to be serious. And the thing is, if we don't joke with that, please don't joke with that, please, for the love of God, please. Not after what I went through last season, please, no. I'm trying not to get angry today. I'm trying my best not to get angry today. No. Strasbourg are doing well, to be honest. They might get Europe. That's Liam Rosenior for you. Rosenior for you. I didn't know whether he could do a job in the Premier League or not just yet, but that is a very good step for him to go to Strasbourg. I think he'll be a good manager one day. I'm not sure whether he could manage the top 6 team. Still need to just see what happens with that. But if he could, he's going to be one of the managers that works with the teams that are tier below the big 6 clubs in the respective leagues and takes them to overachieve because he's not completely pragmatic. He's not completely just fully front-footed. He's quite balanced with that. He stands on his principles, stands on his laurels, but yeah. Sorry. I actually have to scroll up for your comments. Big up to yourself. Everyone's contributed in the chat very well. What about Iraola? Iraola is the one, Mike. I'd love Iraola. I just don't know whether we pay compensation for him and whether he'd come to the club. But I would like Iraola at West Ham, of course. I said that last year. Agree, Iraola is a dream for you guys, but he could do better than West Ham, to be honest. Understandable. Get the goats out. Yeah, blank, you're a troll. Yeah, I don't think Iraola would come like to go from Bournemouth to West Ham, because I don't think it's that much of a up there because he's building something good at Bournemouth. He's probably going to wait more for a job that's like a top 6 club or a big team, like a big team in terms of ambition. Marco Silva with the same. He's building something good at Fulham. I probably would take him. Again, that's a 4-2-3-1 manager that you might like, Damien. But he'd probably do well. He'd probably do well for us, but I don't know whether that would stick. Because we'd have to pay compensation for him. He recently signed a new contract, I think either this year or last year. So it might be a bit of a stretch to even get him. I got a stinking hangover, had an hour's sleep, and got the in-laws here. Kill me. Feel sorry for you, my friend. Feel sorry for you. What's the odds for you guys? Who's favourite? No idea. I've not looked once. I can't get angry anymore. I just laugh as we get battered every week. Bro, when Chris Wood scored, I laughed. When Chris Wood scored, I laughed my head off. Because I was literally saying to the people I was watching it with, Chris Wood's going to score against us because he's been on form this season and he always scores against us. What happens? He scores the easiest goal he's going to score all season. Chris Wood scored against us again. Of course he did. When does he not score against West Ham? Wasn't Liam Rosenior the pundit? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. Yeah, Rosini is at Strasbourg. He developed the lap to Ipswich. Yeah, he worked with him at Hull. I thought the lap was good at Hull, but I didn't think he could make the step up to the Premier League just yet. But he's done really well. Could see Iraola, Letty Simeone is washed. That would make sense. He's Spanish. It would make sense if they want to go a different direction to get a younger coach. That would for sure make sense. Um, Thomas Frank, are you prepared for it in the back? I don't think Thomas Frank is the right manager for these group of players specifically. I don't care about the formation really. I don't actually really care about style of play in terms of having to see a particular style of play necessarily. My whole thing is, can you get the best out of the players you have with your style of play, no matter what your style of play is, if that makes sense. Um, for me, I just want you to get the best out of attackers. We need to get the best out of attackers. We need service for the attackers. That's my thing. And you've got the players for that. You can shift it around. You can make shit work. People act like it's an impossible job. Like there is holes in this squad. Yes, of course there is. There's times where we need to improve. But seriously, it's not an impossible job. No, because nobody even looked at that Villa squad when Emery took over and thought, yeah, this squad's made for Europe. It's because of the coaching. I knew Douglas Luiz was a good player. I was wrong about John McGinn, better than I thought. But that's because of the coaching. It's coaching. Yeah, you asked me this the other day, bro. I've not seen enough of Ruud van Nistelrooy at PSV to even have an opinion. Thomas Frank, a very good shout. Attainable too. I don't know if he is attainable because he doesn't even want to leave. To be fair, I'm surprised Awayani didn't score against us. Yeah, to be fair, that would have been the chicken. I was about to say the chicken on top. What has he been? The cherry on top. The chicken on top. Maybe that's just me being hungry. It's good. It's crazy what a good coach can do. Yeah, exactly. It's literally like 90% of what you see on the pitch nowadays with any team is coaching. It's coaching, and we haven't had a coach, well, ever in my life, like an actual coach, like someone who coaches players. In my lifetime watching this, we have never seen real good coaching at West Ham. I've seen well drilled teams, well drilled West Ham teams. That's fine. That's fine. But we need more than just well drilled. We need more than we sit back and we play on the counter. We need more than that. We need way more than that. We are getting worse with better squads every year. I don't know. To be fair, I don't know if he said that. I actually have no idea. Chicken on top. Big up to Johnny. Bland and basic Potter is my guess. Yeah, as I said, I think it's going to be either Potter or Terzic because free agents. You never know with someone like Graham Potter because he could either do really, really bad or really, really good. In my opinion, it's going to go one or two ways. It's going to go one or two ways. That's just my opinion, though. That's just my opinion. But in general, when it comes to the game, like people can say that it was the red card and why we lost 3-0, but this was always going to happen. I literally predicted a loss on the match preview. Oh, by the way, guys, what did I say on the match preview? Either one of Alvarez or Rodriguez is going to get sent off because of the mobility of the players, and then one of them is going to make a rash challenge. Guido Rodriguez gets a yellow, then Alvarez gets a yellow, then Alvarez gets sent off. I knew these two would struggle in this game. If I can see it, why can't the manager? Why can't the manager see if I can see it? I literally predicted one of them would get a red card. Yeah, you could fuck off. You could definitely fuck off. I ain't having none of that shit in here. Get the fuck out. I don't give a fuck. I am not entertaining any of those conversations. I'm not leaving him in. I will not leave him in. No. No. I'm not entertaining that. I went through this whole of last season. I'm not entertaining any of that nonsense. Any of that nonsense is fucking nonsense. Pure nonsense. That would just push me over, honestly. I'm not trying to get angry today. Because I don't get angry when it comes to the games. I get angry what people are saying. No, I'm just not entertaining and be careful what you wish for. Nonsense. You got fireworks in your area? They were going off a couple hours ago. I don't know why they're still going off. But yeah, cool. People love fireworks. Do you know it's fireworks from like October to December? They don't stop in my area for like every day. They're probably going to come back in like an hour or two. People need to stop ducking the Moyes smoke. I'm not entertaining this Moyes nonsense. I'm not entertaining it. Not entertaining it at all. I will never ever entertain it. If my neighbours don't stop with their fireworks, I'm going to go insane. It is annoying. Do you know what? You know what? You know what the problem is with these fireworks? Yeah, I live next to really noisy neighbours. Their kids don't stop screaming. They used to have chickens years ago. They used to wake me up at 5 a.m. They had chickens in their garden. I'm not even taking a piss. In a vegetable garden. They also had housework done. Bang, 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 into 2 weeks in a row. So even when at times where I had to get up early for like 6, 7, I was getting up at 5 and 4. If I wanted to get up at 8, 9, 10, get up at 7 and 6, even on days where I'm allowed to sleep in. These neighbours are mad, bruv. They're pissing me off. Yeah, do you know what? Concert Cell would be fine actually. Concert Cell at like I've seen a bit. I've only seen to be fair, I've only seen the Arsenal games. And I saw enough in that to gather what his style of play was. Like kind of like a mixture between 4-4-2 and 4-2-3-1. Can be defensively resolute, but also likes to play out from the back. His wingers like to cut in, target man. Like that's what I saw in the Arsenal game anyway. If boys didn't suck, James Ward-Prowse a little 2-inch last season, we'd be cool. I think it was more than just James Ward-Prowse. But I do hear you though. Like Ward-Prowse, listen, I was wrong. I was completely wrong. But I think it was more than just that. I'd say I just scrolled and smacked when I see a McTominay West Ham tweet. Oh god. If this was up to Moyes, we would have a McTominay, Gallagher, Ward-Prowse, Souček fuckfest. Anyone that uses caps should be booted anyway. I never hear my neighbours banging. Will Still, or is he hipster mics? I don't mind the hipster managers, but I've not watched his Lons team and his what was the other team he managed? Reims. I don't watch Liga like a lot. So I don't know what bro. Jesse Marsh is terrible. Just terrible manager. Sergio Conceição was the manager when Porto defeated Ronaldo Juve in around the 16 few years ago. Yeah, he was there for time. Yeah, that's the problem. People forget how Moyes wanted to spend the Rice money, bro. Yeah, Reeves and Lons. I've not watched enough of him. I watched a video when he was doing on the channel, the coach's voice, where they get managers on to break down the tactics and stuff. I've watched that, and I've watched obviously his story, the fact that he can speak multiple language. I know a lot about him. I don't know a lot about his football really. Allegri, again, don't think Allegri sells much. I don't think he sells anything. I think that's a very West Ham appointment, and what I mean by that is hiring a manager that's not at their top anymore, just dropped off because he's a big name. That's why I don't want the Mourinho's and the Allegri's being linked, Who's that? I don't know who that is. Also, Sergio Conceição would bring his son in, equally as good as Kudus. I like the way his son plays football. He's at Juve though. He's at Juve now, and I don't think I don't know whether he wants to follow, going from Juve to West Ham. Well, he's on loan though, I think. So maybe we might be able to get him while Montpellier struggling. So is he a player for Montpellier or manager? Because I don't watch. I've not watched Montpellier in years. I've not watched Montpellier in time, bro. Time. But that's the thing. Like we're gonna see the power shift. You're gonna see it, guys. And the thing is, the board can't fuck this up because they're under pressure. Even if let's say it is Steiner that's in charge. Let's say it is. Steiner's under pressure to get it right. If it's Sullivan that's in charge, boy is he under pressure. Because you don't want to see another Burnley. You don't want to see another Burnley because their expectations have risen. And West Ham in real life fans do not play. They don't play around. They don't play around. Trust me. West Ham, and the funny thing is, West Ham in real life fans, like match going fans, and the dedicated, the dedicated international fans, would be willing to give you time if they saw something. They would. The problem is, ignore the online fans on Twitter. As much as I brought a tweet up there, I'm trying to diffuse the nonsense. That's it. But they'd be willing to give you time if they saw something. Lawless also gave up on Lopetegui. Fair enough. Fair enough. Get a Bundesliga style manager. My honest opinion, this West Ham's team is set up for highlight and pressing. I agree. I think there's hidden potential in a pressing side, in my opinion. It's just that we've had two managers in the past that when Moyes tried to press, it worked for like 2 games. But there's been even times when we tried to press under Moyes and it didn't work because he doesn't know how to structure a press. Lopetegui, his press is. I think Lopetegui's press is the worst press I've ever seen from a manager ever. The worst. The worst pressing I've ever seen. Worse than Ten Hag, worse than anyone you've ever seen. He's got the worst pressing as a coach ever I've ever seen in football life ever. That was woeful today. Yeah, I don't even know what we were doing today. I don't know. I don't know what it was. Beat Arsenal home and away, and I'll let you get relegated. I don't know about that, but I hear you. I know you're exaggerating. Lawless is a bald fraud, absolute whopper. That fella. You don't like. I know you don't like Lawless. I know you don't like him. But I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's why I don't complain about the game anymore. Because if I was to complain to you about the game, what the fam? This is the 5th person to say this today. Because of Hakeem, but this is the 5th person. This is the 5th person to tell me about Ten Hag. I'm assuming you're a Man United fan and you're very happy that West Ham put the edge over the line to sack your manager. So fair enough. If there's 24 people in here, and apparently, sorry, let me scroll up to a few comments. Sorry, because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, at 11:13 we hit 18 likes when I asked for 15. So big up to Lewis for telling me that as well. Let's try and get more, and also subscribe if you are new. No, Charlie, no. No, I can behave. I haven't been through night. I haven't made it through 90 minutes for ages. I missed the first 10 minutes on purpose because I knew nothing was going to happen and I was doing housework. I was doing housework and I was having a shower. I knew I was going to miss the first 10 minutes. I didn't have time. As soon as the Newcastle game ended, I was doing housework. I was like, I'm going to try and make it in time for the 3 p.m. game to watch it, but I'm going to do some housework. Well, I didn't. Yeah, you know what I mean. Did some housework, and by the time I went downstairs, turned the game on, 10 minutes in. 10 minutes in. We're on 20 now. Big ups, everyone. 20 likes on the match reaction is great. Brilliant stuff. But appreciate everyone. But yeah, I missed the first 10 minutes. I missed the first 10 minutes. Like I didn't care. I didn't care. And I was told I missed nothing anyway. The thing is, like, I used to let football ruin my weekends. I used to let football dictate my weekends. I don't care now. I don't care. Like I had a good day yesterday. Like that was my weekend really. Sunday is just chilling. Probably gonna go gym tomorrow and shit like that. Like I'm just chilling. My life is decent without football. Like my life is decent without football. Like it's calm. But this club is driving me mad. And I can't. And sometimes I almost look forward to the non-footballing chats on this channel where I just divert into other things, just to chat shit. I know some of you enjoy that as well, and we'll have another on the international break. We're gonna have a special Q&A. Trust me on that. Special Q&A where we just waffle like we did last time in the last international break. I can't wait until we do that again. Jokes aside, though, this team needs a tactical genius, no game plan whatsoever with Lopetegui. Oh yeah, I don't know what we're trying to do on and off the ball, mate. Take Ancelotti, but I don't know who can replace. Obviously, I think, believe it or not, I would take Ancelotti. The next manager we get needs to go back to the Kobe season and replicate. We have better players now. just need, and I just want to see an identity and to get the best out of the players we have. Uh, Arsenal lost, so our karma can be shameless. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Speaking of that, there's a video premiering currently on this channel reacting to Arsenal fans having a meltdown, including the fan cams from Liga, the troops, and Turkish, and talking about Newcastle versus Arsenal. So after this stream ends, go and check that out. I'll actually link it right at the end of the video where you can go and watch that, because we're doing reaction videos on this channel in terms of the football stuff as well. Did you see what happened with Marcelo? No, bro. Tell me. I didn't. I haven't seen it. No. Oh no, not another international break. Yeah, another after Everton. There's another international break. West Ham have no leaders on the pitch. All the players just look at each other and don't know what to do. I do agree to an extent because I was talking about this today and I was just thinking, big up to yourself, Darren, as well. I don't really see the leaders. Like Bone was made captain, but I never saw him as a captain. I saw him as a good representation of the club, but not as a captain, just one of them leader by example type players. Then again, I said Alvarez should be captain, and I'm kind of done with Alvarez, if I'm being completely real. Speaking of Alvarez, someone also needs to have a chat with Alvarez about the difference between red cards and green cards. Wow. I'm done with him. I think we need a more mobile six. In just my opinion, I think we need a more mobile six. But I'm kind of done with that. Where's Earthy at, by the way? He's on loan at Bristol City. He just came back from injury. When he came on against Leeds, he didn't really like Bristol City didn't get the ball, so it wasn't really a best of cameos. But when he was playing before his injury, he was doing well. I know Freddie Potts is doing well at Portsmouth as well. These international breaks are useless. UEFA needs to cash though, so there you go. UEFA they don't want to escape an opportunity to gain cash. Marcelo refused to listen to the coach tactics when he was being subbed on and was sent back onto the bench after his contract got terminated. What was this at his Brazilian club, bro? Because yeah, until we do get a more mobile six, it's a Sushek thing, but people hate to hear it. I don't like any of them in midfield. I liked Rodriguez as a squad player. I'm not going to write him off necessarily because again, first season, but and with Soles again, what's the point if you're only going to play him in his best position when we have 10 men? And what's the point of the signing of a loan signing from a player that hasn't played in the Premier League before if you're not going to play him? It was similar to when we signed João Mario at the time where I thought because we signed him on loan from Inter, I think it was at the time. We were trying to get out relegation with a guy who's never played in the Premier League before and has to settle in mid-season. You should have stopped in front of the back four. You should have stopped there. Nah, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm done with him too. He doesn't have two brain cells to run together. He made the exact same mistake. The exact same red card mistake. On the same area of the pitch, pretty much. Like he did against Liverpool. Exact same mistake. It was at his Brazilian club. Fair enough. Fair enough. And to be fair, if you're a coach and you're a club, they're kind of serious. They're kind of serious if you do that. Like, don't listen to the manager's tactics. Come off, get your contract terminated. Part of me kind of rates that in a way because you're not buying into the manager unless it was the manager struggling at the time and he lost a whole dressing room. Because if it was just one player, I hear that. And if you can afford to do that, you can afford to do that. Suchek is our best striker. I think Alvarez is Lopetegui out, not going to lie. Do you know what? If somehow in a hypothetical world, if Alvarez came up to me or messaged me or said publicly in general, the reason why I did that is because I'm Lopetegui out, all is forgiven. All is forgiven. I thought Guido was lucky not to get himself too for his tackle on Gibbs White. I kind of agree. Soler was brought in to cover Paquetá getting banned. Rodriguez was brought in because we needed a backup DM, but Lob likes them because they are Spanish speaking. Yeah, do you know what my thing is? Like, if Soler was brought up to the Paquetá backup, or in case Paquetá wasn't there, then there's no point. Because this manager would just all he needs to do is play Somerville on the left and Kudus in the middle. I know he likes a different kind of number 10, but that can still work. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it gives us a bit different dynamic. I wanted to try out Soler as an 8 option, but this guy wants to play him on the left. And Oh yeah, we ain't spending 27 million on Salah. Yeah, no chance. Yeah, I saw we were linked with Rios in the summer, Colin. Pakistan isn't getting banned. Why has he played this year? What do you mean? But yeah, Rodriguez as a backup would be fine. Like again, I said this with Mavropanos, where if you come in for one game, you're fine. I don't think he's fast enough for this league. Like, but in certain games where we might sit a little deeper, you could be fine. Because I've seen him put in good tackles, and I've seen him mark players very well and put his body on the line, just not mobile enough. That's been a problem with the midfield in general. I don't like these midfielders. Oh right, right, yeah. Sorry, I'm slow, bro. Richard Rios was a beast during the Copa. Yeah, him and Lerma together for Colombia, was it? They were like I watched a few of the Copa games. Obviously, some of you would have seen me on Joey's channel. Like that's the first time I watched him, and when we were linked to him, like yeah, that's a good signing. That would be a good signing. I know Man United were linked with him as well. But I guess that was probably someone that we needed. Oh, of course. That goes without saying, Damien. And free Guilherme, free Somerville. I don't care if Somerville played, he got hooked off. Who else do we need to free? Actually, we don't need to free anyone else. Fuck everyone else. Um, even young Diz was free before fucking Somerville. I can't stand anymore. I'd take anyone. I wouldn't take anyone because we'd be in the same situation, but I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But people, I'm going to quickly link the premiered video to the YouTube channel, and then we are going to we're going to end it there. Then we're going to oh shit. Cool. All right, people. Well, we're gonna get we're not gonna get Moyes back. We're not getting Moyes back. If we do, I might genuinely quit YouTube. Fuck that. Fuck that. Anyway, people, click on this YouTube link here, and it will take you to a premiered video. Just restart the video if because you haven't seen the start of it, and I'll be me reacting to the Arsenal fans' meltdowns. That's a really soon fun of that video. But yeah, big up to everyone here. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you want to. I'm gonna have a watch along tomorrow to the Super Sunday game, so come and join me for that. Tottenham versus Aston Villa, Man United versus Chelsea. So come and join me for that. Thank you for the record viewing time as well. 25 viewers in total, or 26. So big up to for that as well. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new. Social media are in the description if you want to follow me. The email for the inquiries. I'll see you guys later.